Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and today is the day the new expedition, or the new, I should say, replay expedition is out right now. You guys can go play it. It is the Polestar Expedition, and it starts as of today, Thursday, and we have 10 days remaining. Now, we have 2 weeks. Guys, keep in mind, we have 10 days to start a new one. You'll have 12 to finish it. So 10 to start, 12 to finish it. You always get 2 days extra after the time remains. But let's jump into this one. So if you haven't, or if you skipped the Polestar Expedition the first time it ran, this is a replay. So they're going to trim it down a little bit because this one's a little bit shorter. We only have 10 days to do it rather than 6 weeks. So they're going to make some of the milestones a little easier to do, a little shorter to do. But this one is all focused on freighters. So we're going to be doing a lot of freighter-specific things, which is awesome. And I think this is the first one that started you off on the freighter. So you spawn on the freighter, which is freaking awesome. I didn't know that was possible. So it feels like over the last 6 months or so, they've been actually playing with where we spawn. Before, we could not spawn underwater, or it just never happened. Now you can spawn underwater. And in this expedition, you spawn on a freighter, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see what 2023 holds for No Man's Sky. Listen to this.
Commencing freighter control system initialization. Emergency damage. Recovery system engaged. Backup power generators online. Atmosphere and life support modules stabilized. Hyperdrive propulsion damaged. Repair required. Capital ship remote monitoring activated. Command to bridge crew. Welcome home, Captain.
I love that they redid the whole beginning sequence, because originally that is all your suit specific stuff. You know, your shield is broken, your multi-tool is broken, whatever. Now it was all focused on your freighter, which is cool. Oh, they started me off in first person mode. That's different. So the first thing you want to do is talk to the commander, because you need to figure out what the heck happened to your freighter. The freighter's master stands at ease, awaiting for my instructions. Let's access the ship's logs. Date stamp 2012.1. Arrived at the Manawas system. Warp engine shut down mid-jump. Reactor critically damaged. They're starting to run out of parts now. We can't continue like this. At least the captain's cryopod is beginning to thaw. So they've been jumping while I was frozen. I'm the cat. You play as the captain, and they've been doing some warp jumps, and they've been just destroyed. They don't know what the heck is going on. So we have that down. So if you want to, well, number one, if you want to switch out your mode, your vision mode, because we're in first person, you go hit down on your D-pad, go over to the gear icon, and if you go over to the toggle camera right there you go. You're in third person now. I like playing in third person. That's my preference, but you can do whatever you want. But let's see what our milestones are. So in the pause menu, you have an expedition tab right here, and it'll give you all the milestones, all the objectives you have to do, or you have to try to get. So we just got our log. That was the first one we got. There we go. And you'll get rewards. See, I got starship inventory slots, salvage frigate modules, wiring looms. I got a whole bunch of good stuff right here just for completing that. So you want to do these milestones. Number one, you have to do them to complete the expedition. But number two, you get rewards. So make sure to claim your rewards from this menu. Next one is repair the vital freighter systems. So if you go into your inventory menu, you can go over to your freighter. You're going to see there's things that are broken. We need to fix all this stuff. Now, we can only fix this one thing right here, atmosphere control unit. We have all the materials because we just got them from our reward. So let's fix this thing. Now wait, before we go crazy here, remember, you have one repair kit. Repair kits will fix anything, only one thing. So if I don't have a lot of, like gold, for instance, if you see on the bottom of this list, it says X. If you're on Xbox, it'll be square if you're on PlayStation. apply a repair kit. So I only have one, so I'm going to use that for my my chromatic metal because this is hard to come by. So I'm going to use that there. So I did not use any chromatic metal. I just used the repair kit on that one. But I don't have any more, I don't have any more of those, so that's why it says unavailable now. So I can't use it anymore. No repair kits available. So I have to use the gold and the wiring loom to fix that. So that should be what we needed to do for that. There we go. So that's the second one. We're going to knock them out real quick, you guys. And I'm trying not to do this as a speed run. I want to make sure you guys can understand what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. If I do a speed run, I wouldn't be talking as much. I mean, I do talk a lot because you guys know me. I talk a lot. But I just would do it and you guys would know what to do. This is more of a guide, so I want to make sure you guys know what we're doing and why we're doing it. Now we need to go set foot on land. We need to go down and land on a planet. We also need to construct a refiner room in our freighter. So this was the introduction of the whole revamped freighters. So now we have custom area to build a base on our freighter. So we have all this area that we can build. So if we go into our build menu, we don't have very much right now, but we're going to learn blueprints later on. But what we can do, we can't really do anything here. You see, we don't have very much to build. But if we go into our menu, if we look at this, if we land on the planet, look at the reward. It gives you the blueprints for the refiner room, and that's what we need for this next milestone. So a lot of these milestones are interconnected, meaning you have to do this one before you can even do that one. They're very, very tied together. So you're going to want to, you don't have to do them in order, but it is very beneficial to do it in order. And I mean, actually, technically, to be totally correct, you do have to do some in order to do the others. So some of them you have to do in order because you cannot do the next one until you've done the previous. Now, your ship is going to be smoking. This happened the last time as well. There's nothing wrong with your ship. Your ship is totally fine. Like, if I go into my menu, look at my ship is totally fine. It's just smoking for some reason. I believe it's because in the start of the game, your ship is supposed to be broken anyway, so they just automatically, make it smoke. I don't know why. It'll go away once you've warped. Well, let's go through here. Let's get some gold. There should be a milestone. Let me look. This is one of the ones you don't have to do in order. There is one for shooting asteroids. Where are you at? Right here, Dune. So in phase 4, we have to shoot 30 asteroids. Before it was 50. This is only 30 this time. So while we're here, let's just knock this one out. It'll be out of order, but you get a cool reward for doing it. And I mean, you might as well knock out the ones you can do early. Knock them out as quick as possible. That way you don't have to worry about it later on. Believe me, it helps later on when you're like, oh, I have to do all of phase 4 and you're already got like half the steps done. Plus, we're going to get a whole bunch of like tritium that's fuel for your ship. We're going to get a whole bunch of gold and silver, so might as well knock this out, right? Now, I always try to aim for the smaller ones because they're easy to explode like that. You can do whatever you want. The bigger asteroids are going to give you better stuff. And every different type of asteroid will give you different items. You'll notice that I get like, nuggets, golden nuggets. I'll get some tritium, stuff like that. So let's explore this. Now, I organize all of my stuff. You guys don't have to do anything like that. I just do it because, it makes sense in my brain. So I always put my fuel and stuff over on the right-hand side, all my metals on the left-hand side, all my random items on the top. It's just a weird organizational thing that I do. You don't have to. Well, we got our reward, or we got our milestone done, so let's collect our reward, Stardust. We're going to get liquid sun, oxygen, storage augmentations. Yes. Storage augmentations are really good. That's for your ship. So, yeah, you see? Boom. There we go. Well, we got oxygen. We're going to need that. That's really important for later on. So you're going to need that for a lot of different items. Oxygen, ever since the 4.0 update, oxygen is like, you cannot buy oxygen, and it's harder to find on planets. So oxygen is a really big reward you want to get. So we have to land on the planet, but once we land here, we should be okay. I didn't look around, actually. Let's stop. I believe we have an objective for bones, so let me check real quick. See, this is where I play all of the expeditions, so sometimes they all mix up in my brain. But most of them have like a pick up so many bones or whatever, ancient bones. Discover plants. Okay, so we have to scan plants, animals, get all that kind of stuff. Rocks as well. So you have to scan stuff. So you need to do that anyway. Oh, we need to shoot down some pirates. Okay. Complete the fleet expeditions. We're going to have to do that when we land back on our thing. Discover minerals. That's our rocks. Earn 6 million. Okay. Discover creatures. Okay, so we don't need any bones. Okay, God. Perfect. I was just looking for that one because if there's a planet that has bones on it, you want to go to that one first because you can get a whole bunch of bones to give you a lot of money. But since we don't need to do that, let's just go land on the planet. We're going to scan all the animals, all the rocks we can possibly get. You don't want to waste an opportunity. We have to land on a planet anyway, so you might as well take the extra time to scan all the rocks, all the animals, all the plants, whatever. And it doesn't have to be any specific ones. You don't have to scan only underwater or only flying or whatever. You just have to scan plants, animals, and all that stuff. Just, straight up. Just do that. And I'm getting a little framey here. I don't know what the heck that's about. Oh, wait a minute. I might know what that's about. Make sure to go in your network settings. The things you wanna check out are, you check out the PvP. Allow PvP. This means other players can shoot you and kill you. You do not want that turned on unless you are like playing with a friend and you wanna attack them like me and Survival Bob. We have that turned on usually because we like to shoot each other. But there's times where you'll run into randomized people. Do not have that on because they can kill you. Since I turned it off, if they shoot me, nothing will happen. So you want to turn that off. Also, multiplayer is disabled, but join my group as anybody. That's weird. I don't know why. All right, but you could turn all this stuff on and off depending on your preferences. So I like to keep my multiplayer off because I love No Man's Sky very much, but the multiplayer is very finicky. It'll freeze the game. It might crash your game. And, it just depends on how many people are around you or if there's people around you. Sometimes it just crashes for no reason. So multiplayer adds an extra layer of how do I say this delicately? It adds an extra layer of possible failure. So it can mess up your game unintentionally. So it's not your fault. It's just the game doesn't like multiplayer. All right, we're going to scan everything we possibly can. All the rocks, all the animals. And so we're looking for red dots are animals, like that right there. That's an animal I have not scanned. So if I scan it, it'll turn into a green paw. There you go. I'm also looking for anything that pops up as a question mark over on the left-hand side, like that right there. That will be a new mineral that I can scan, a new item I can scan. So you're looking for all the question marks all over the place. And you get a little extra money for it. You're not making tons right now. If you upgrade your scanner, it'll start giving you more and more money. But right now, you really can't do anything with it. So... what is this? Sodium deposit. Oh, we might... Oh, yeah, we need to make our terrain manipulator. And remember, hazardous flora, these exploding plants, the Venus flytrap looking ones as well. All of these hazardous flora, they count as a plant. So scan that. That'll count towards your plants. Same thing for the sodium, the yellow plants, the red one, which are oxygen, and the blue ones, which is the jetpack fuel. They all count as plants. So scan those as well. Those are basically those are free scans you can get because you can see those. You can scan for it and you can see where they're at. So definitely get those free scans in. We're also going to get some more oxygen out of this guy. Come on. There we go. Well, speaking of that, oh yeah, we need to get a whole bunch of stuff here. We have one jelly. But we're going to need to get some carbon as well. Now, what you can do... If you're lazy like I am, because I am extremely lazy. Oh, there's a thing I didn't scan. There it is. You need to be on foot to scan, so you have to get out of your ship. But if you want to collect a whole bunch of resources and make your life a lot easier, because believe me, getting resources is kind of a pain in the butt. Because you can just use your mining laser, your mining beam, and do it this way, right? And you'll get a lot, but it'll take some time because your mining beam goes a little slow compared to the weapons on your ship. So what you want to do is get in your ship and just fire at the ground, because if you destroy rocks, plants, whatever, you get the minerals, you get all the materials from that. Look at that. Boom. I'll get all that blue crystals right there. So that's what you want to do. Now be careful with your rocket. Oh, that one went through the ground. That's not good. But if your rocket explodes right next to you, it will damage you, so you want to be careful about that. Look at that. There's a drop pod right here. But yeah, see, and I just shot a whole bunch of stuff, and look at that. I got a whole bunch of materials. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. All this stuff. All good stuff. All good stuff. This is all important stuff that we're going to keep in our ship. Now, we're going to need... Do we get our backpack refiner? We do! Look at that. We have our backpack refiner to start out with, you guys. But, oh, I left all my chromatic metal on my freighter. Dang it! I forgot my chromatic metal. Personal refiner. Guys, you want to use that backpack refiner. It is super important. It makes your life a ton easier. The problem is you need chromatic metal, and I left it all on my freighter because I wasn't paying attention. Dang it! That's okay. We're also going to get some cobalt because we can turn this into batteries. And batteries can recharge all of your stuff. So grab that, of course. Oh, yeah, we can make our terrain manipulator now, I believe. Yep, nanotube. 1 jelly, dihydrogen jelly, 1 carbon nanotube. So if you go over to your multi-tool, there's a weapon called the terrain manipulator. Oh, you need 2 nanotubes. Dang it. Oh, we can make another one. Oh, no, we can't. Oh, God. I didn't get enough of the carbon, so let's get some more carbon while I'm thinking about it. Oh, yeah, these little tiny eggplants are not giving me a lot of carbon. That's why. Okay. I was wondering. I was like, dude, I should have a lot of carbon. I shot a lot of them, but they don't give you a lot. So that makes sense now. All right. We should have enough to make another one. All right. So 2 of your carbon nanotubes and 1 dihydrogen jelly. And this weapon will actually let you dig underground. And it's actually required for these copper deposits right here. So this deposit, these special materials that you can only get in these deposits, they require a terrain manipulator. So, and I know a lot of you already know that. A lot of you are like pro players, but anybody who's new, you know, you just got No Man's Sky for Christmas or whatever, I'm just trying to, you know, go through and make sure that they understand what's happening. You know, kind of an early tip video, early player video. Oh, make sure to scan all your animals. I almost forgot to do that. I'm not looking. Flying animals. Let's get these guys. There we go. Now I'm going after copper because you can turn copper into chromatic metal. You have to refine it, though. So that's why, a big reason why I got my terrain manipulator. But if you just pull out your mining beam, look at that. It says terrain manipulator required. So we need to grab this thing. And also, you see that orb, that red orb? That's the size of my terrain manipulator, but you can make it bigger and smaller by using the bumpers on your controller. So L1 or right bumper if you're on Xbox, and R1 or right bumper. See how it gets bigger and smaller? Now there is a reason behind this. The smaller one will use more fuel from your terrain manipulator, so it'll use more fuel to use, but you'll get a lot more resources because it uses up just a little tiny bit of room, so it gives you the most out of every square inch. The biggest one uses the least amount of fuel, but it gets rid of a whole lot of area. Look at that big old chunk. This is basically like if you're trying to dig down in the ground to find a buried item, or if you're just trying to make a base, that's why you would want to use this one, the big one, because it just gets rid of it. It does not use as much fuel, but it doesn't give you any resources. Like I only got 22 silicate powder, right? But if I use a smaller one, it gets rid of a little tiny space, and look at that. I didn't even do half as much. I'm already gotten 24, 25. So just for that little tiny spot, I got a whole bunch versus this big chunk that gave me 22. So that's why you want to use the little tiny one when you're getting a deposit. It does take more time. It takes more fuel, but you don't have to keep going to different deposits. Like if I use the bigger one right here, it'll make me go to like 4 or 5 copper deposits to get 100. Versus, 100 copper, versus if I use a smaller one, I can get 100 out of this one deposit right here. So it does take a little bit extra time, a little bit more fuel, but it's worth it. Worth it. We're going to go medium. And medium is a good happy in-between. I usually use the medium. That is your default setting, is the medium one. But, I mean, you can use whatever you want. I don't think I need that much, so I just got 234 out of there. That's good enough. That's good enough for me. Oh, we have some awesome condensed carbon. Now, I will say, condensed carbon, you see those red crystals? Those are the only ones you can mine without the advanced mining beam. You need an upgrade to your mining laser to usually get all the other crystals. You can also get these little tiny blue ones. That's fine. But if we're talking the big crystal formations, the only one you're allowed to mine without the upgrade is your condensed carbon, the red ones. If you go after the yellow ones, you know, they will not let you do it. It just says, sorry. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Look at this. We got a miner settlement right here. I am feeling really lucky. I don't have any nanites, do I? Nope. Do I have anything to sell? I do not. Oh, wait a minute. I have this. There we go. Oxygen, band hazard protection. I forgot to get my reward, you guys. I forgot. So now we got some upgrades. So we got some upgrade rewards from that one. We got our mining beam upgrade. So we have a mining beam upgrade right here. You want that. So this will let you mine faster and for longer. It'll upgrade, you know, your overheat time, you know, is longer, heat dispersion, mining beam speed, all that kind of stuff. We also have a hazard protection module. So let's put that in there. Now that is a black market hazard protection module. So this one will be really, really good. It can be. The black market upgrades either could be really, really good or really, really bad. They are randomized. What I mean by that is, in general, you have a C class upgrade, a B, an A, and an S. C class is like the lowest level upgrade, and the S class is the best upgrade. Well, a black market upgrade, an X upgrade, is actually randomized, so it can be on the low end or the high end. It could be even crappier than a C class. So it could be worse than a C class, or it could be better than an S class, the best upgrade you can buy. But you never know. It's randomized. So it could be, but it's not a guarantee. So a lot of people will just buy a whole bunch of those, and they'll, you know, keep blowing through them trying to find the one with the best stats on it. I don't think I have anything to sell. We can sell a marrow bulb. Let's see, what else? Do we have any? They have pugnum. They have silver. They don't have anything else I need. We're good. And I don't have any nanites, so I can't really buy anything. But we can get all this stuff. All that. So, I mean, I technically have 41, but that's like basically nothing. 41 nanites is almost nothing. So let's see what blueprints. Let's see what we got. Yeah, see? I don't even have half as much. I need 90 or 75 minimum to get an advanced mining laser. So, not really worth it. I mean, in the last one it was because, you know, all the prices were too dang high. Anyway. We got some of oh, wait a minute. Let's see. I got a metal plating. I'm going to make a refiner real fast. So, you have a portable refiner always. You can always make one of these. Now, I hate these ones because they take up room in your inventory. You can't use it unless you land on ground. You have to be on ground to even use it. And then, you know, you have to wait for it. Like, you can't... If you run away and you forget about it, it'll just sit here forever. And I don't know how many times I've gotten in my ship and I forgot about it and left. You'll never find it again. There's no way. Once you get about 200 feet away from this thing, you can't even see it. So, if you fly away and you come back... Unless you know it's right next to this particular settlement, you'll never find this thing. I know I'd never do. So we need some chromatic metal. We got that. I want to organize this. I know, you guys, it's a waste, but I like doing it. I like to organize all of my materials. Boom. Sodium goes here. Oxygen goes above that one. I like the... And I color coordinate. So don't judge me. I know you are. Got to color coordinate. All right. So if you have an item like this, like before, you would have to empty this out. But if it's green like this, all you have to do is pick it up. And it gives you all of your items that were inside of it as well. I love that they did that. Before, again, it used to be that you had to empty it out first before you can pick it up. Now you don't have to. As long as it's not running. If it's running, it won't let you pick it up because it's still working. But if it's not running, if it's just green, you're good to go. Just pick it up and you're good. You don't have to worry about it, you know, being full of items or what have you. Nothing. Just trying to see if I can find anything. It's not like required that you do this right now. As we go along, we'll land on different planets and we can just scan animals that way as well. So you don't have to worry about it. I like to just get it done as much as possible. Up, buried technology. You want to pick these up because they will give you a lot of money. A lot of cashola. And there should be a broken damaged machinery right here. These will randomly either give you most of the time. Well, number one, they have a whole bunch of junk blocking the door. You have to get rid of this junk. You can pick it up and you can sell it for $1,000. I'm not worried about it. Or you can refine that. It'll give you ferrite dust. Again, not it's junk. But if you open it, it gives you nanites for the most part. Like I got 29 nanites out of that. But it has a random chance of giving you upgrades as well. So it's always a good idea to just check it. Because at worst, you're going to get nanites, which is fine. At the best case scenario, you get an S-class upgrade, which is even better. I love when that happens. And the other cool thing to know is that around these damaged machineries, they're, smoking and glowing. You always will find a buried technology module. So if you see one of these, you're always going to have one of those. And the buried technology module is what you're after because it sells for a lot of money. You can also refine it into nanites, but to me, it's more worth it to just sell it for the cash. There's better ways to get nanites. You don't have to worry about this to get nanites. This is more of a money-making item, not a nanite-making item. Let's check this thing. And this is residual goop. You can turn this into nanites, but I'm talking like this 73 residual goop will give you probably 2 nanites. So it's not worth it. And you're going to have to refine it for like 10 minutes. So again, that is not a good, it's a junk item. It's not a good item to use. I got more nanites just from opening that damaged machinery than I would have for refining the goop. So don't even worry about it. All right. So we should be, oh yeah, I forgot. We landed over here on purpose because of this. And I did not even open it. So let's see what we got here. I need to have an antimatter housing. I need to have sodium nitrate and carbon nanotube. I do not have sodium nitrate, but I do have sodium. We can turn that into sodium nitrate. We do have to refine it. Again, oh, wait a minute. Do I have enough to make my backpack? Let's look. Yes! Again, oxygen, really important, but we also have our chromatic metal. So I'm going to do that instead. So I'm going to use 150 oxygen and my 100 chromatic metal that I just made. Beautiful. That is perfect. So now I can get rid of this thing. I'll just leave it here for the next person. But I love the backpack refiner. The biggest advantage this thing has is that you can use it anywhere at any time. So I don't have to worry about, oh, I left it, I forgot it on a planet or something like that. I could just turn it on and leave. And look at it. I can get in my ship. I can fly around if I want to, and it's still working. Look at this. It is still working. You can be if you're on the space station and you've got some stuff you need to refine, pull out, you put it in your backpack refiner. That's why this is the best upgrade in the game by far. We also need a antimatter housing. I think we can do that. Beautiful. So let's upgrade our suit. So we can do that. Antimatter housing. Sodium nitrate we just made, and carbon nanotube. Oh, yeah, I did make a carbon nanotube. Duh! Carbon nanotube. There we go. Carbon nanotube. But yeah, seriously, first thing you should do is build up that personal refiner. Do it. It is well worth it. Seriously. So now let's get out of here. Now, again, I'm going to shoot the ground because I need to get some more items. You need to get a whole bunch of carbon. You need to get a whole bunch of ferrite dust. All the basic building blocks you want to get. You can buy a lot of it, not all of it. You can't buy oxygen. Look at that oxygen patch right there. That would be beautiful if I could, but I can't. That's okay, though. I mean, I could, but I already have a lot of oxygen on me already. But yeah, you just want to do a good run like this. Get all your basic building blocks. That way you don't have to worry later on. An hour from now, we don't have to stop and mine, our ferrite dust or our sodium or whatever. We'll have a whole bunch of it. I'm shooting my rockets away from me. That way I don't die. Get over here. Get that. Oh, my dog Charlie's going crazy. She obviously does not like the fact that I am collecting all this stuff. Let's get all this. All right. So we have a whole bunch of stuff here. Yeah, look at all that. Look at all that. Boom. And you can put this all in. I like to keep it all on my character in my backpack, because if you keep it in your starship, you have to be next to your starship in order to access all this. That's why I only put all the special items in here. All the important stuff that I might need later on, I keep with me, just because you never know when you're gonna need it to build something or what have you. All right, I think we're good now. So the next thing you want to do is go to the space station. We're going to need to buy some items from the space station anyway. And our freighter is right there, really close. Not next to it, but pretty close. Let's go to the space station. We need to sell those buried technology things we picked up. We also need to buy some stuff. We could also upgrade our starship, or we could sell it. Like, if you don't care, like it's a sea level shuttle, I don't care about this, I could sell this. Whatever you want to do. Like, I could make 625,000 out of that. So I can make a ton of money doing that. Yep, getting a little framey there. You can also buy an upgrade. I don't think I have enough money for this. Oh, I do. I have 5,000. I'll take that. So you can buy an upgrade. It will start costing more and more depending on how much you have. So once your inventory gets to a certain size, it'll start really costing a lot. So pay attention to that. All right. So let's sell some stuff. We could also get some materials from here. So we're going to sell all of our buried tech. Where to go? Oh, yeah, in our starship. We're going to sell the salvage data right here. Buried technology, salvage data. You know what I mean. There we go. Now we're going to buy. What do you got for me? Uranium, the most important thing you can buy. This is launch fuel for your ship. I always look for uranium whenever I'm in a shop, because that is one of the few things they still sell. They probably will take that away in a future update. Sean Murray, don't do that. Please, God, don't do that. But it's good fuel for your ship. The other thing we want to get is... Oh, we can't make any microprocessors, huh? Well, we might have to come back for that. Might have to come back. I believe we need to make what's it called? A hyperdrive. Warp with your... Oh, yeah, no. We use our capital ship to do that. Never mind. Construct a storage room. Install an interstellar scanner. Reach the first rendezvous. Second long. Okay, yep. We don't need to. We need to make a submarine. Discover plants. Construct a teleport chamber. Construct a double cultivation chamber. Reach the third entry in the lungs. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Recruit 3 pilots to your squad. We're going to need nanites for that, so we need to collect those nanites. Complete fleet room. Oh, expeditions. There we go. Discover minerals. We almost have that one done already, you guys. Look at that. Almost have that one done already. Restore a crashed ship. Oh, we need to find one of those. Earn some money. Okay, I'm just checking all these to make sure I have everything in my brain correct. Expand your fleet. That means we have to get a whole bunch of cash for that. All right. So we're doing okay. We don't have to talk to any aliens or anything like that. We needed to make some money. I don't think we need to make a hyperdrive. We might even have one already. Oh, we don't. Okay. Well, let's go land back on our freighter, because we need to build some stuff on our freighter to get that thing going. And you can call in your freighter anytime you want. So if you go to that one, you can summon your freighter, you can summon your squadron, or you can dismiss your freighter, get rid of your freighter. Here we go. And this is fuel. This goes down here. And because we're on our freighter, now we can move some of this stuff around. So let's do that. There we go. There we go. So let's start building some rooms. We need to construct a refiner room on our freighter. So let's do this. We have to go into the green area. And you don't have to put it anywhere. So I don't have any like particular place I put it. I just put it wherever it's easiest. We're going to need dihydrogen jelly. I did not even realize that. Thankfully, I got a whole bunch of crystals because I was shooting the ground. Again, another reason why you want to get a whole bunch of those building materials, those basic materials, because it's going to work out in the end. Because now I'm good to go. See? Silver, gold, dihydrogen jelly. So there you go. There's our building right here. Refiner. That makes sense, right? Install the refiner room. And again, make sure you collect those rewards because they need the reward from this in order to make the next one, which is a storage room. So we need to make a storage room now. So let's do that. We're going to need silver and sodium. We got both of those. Put that in there. And we made a storage room. Again, yep, again. I know I keep repeating myself, but a lot of people don't collect the rewards, and you need to. And there we go. We got an interstellar scanner plan and salvage frigate modules. So now we can make our interstellar scanner. Now, that's not a room. That's going to be a technology upgrade you put in your ship. So let's install that. We're going to need magnetized ferrite wiring looms. Oh, no, we need wiring looms for this. We might need to go back to the space station. We need antimatter housing for our freighter hyperdrive. So let's make it antimatter housing. We can do that, right? Yep. Oxygen. Again, we got a whole bunch of that. And ferrite dust. Got a whole bunch of that. We need 2. Yep. 2. So chromatic metal, antimatter housing, and antimatter. But remember, we have a repair kit, and these things are broken, so I can use a repair kit for this stuff. So we're going to use a repair kit for the chromatic metal. I like to use it for the chromatic metal because this is important later on, so you don't want to use it too early. So I'm going to use a repair kit instead. And we have the, the antimatter and the housing we just made, so we're good on that. We also need to repair this as well. So we have one more repair kit. Do I get anything for that? Oh no, that was not a milestone. Dang it. So let's see. And what do I need for this? I need wiring loom. Crap. Okay, we need to break something or just buy it. This needs to go into my starship. Starship. All right. We don't need a save point. We have a warp hypercore, so we can use this for our hyperdrive. No. You know what? We're not going to use that yet. We're going to use our regular warp cell for that. And we need to make this. So magnetic resonator, wiring loom. We need to get some wiring loom, you guys. We need to get some wiring loom. It's going to cost us a lot of money, but it needs to happen because we need to build some stuff anyway. I should have remembered that when we were on the space station, but my brain doesn't remember every detail, just the weird ones that it just chooses to remember. Thankfully, we called in our freighter right next to the space station, so it's not that much of a drive or flight over. Look at that. Boom, right there. Wiring loom, and we need magnetic resonators. So we might sell the storage augmentations to get extra money. That might be what we do. So let's check over on... Oh, no. You know what? We did check over there. Let's check... Well, we can technically just talk to one of these pilots and we'll be good to go. Let's talk to you. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Offer to trade. We're going to sell... we can sell the anomaly detector. We don't really need that. We're going to keep it, though, just in case. We're definitely going to sell the storage augmentations. We're going to sell the Starship launch fuel. Not because we're going to get a lot of money, but because I need the extra room. And we have uranium. Uranium will replace your Starship launch fuel. It's way more efficient to use your uranium, so do that. And then we're going to buy... you do not have any wiring? Oh, there you go. I was on the wrong page. 5. We're going to buy 5 wiring looms. And there we go. I believe that's all we needed. So if we try... Oh, it won't even let us... Wait a minute. Magnetic resonator. That's what we need. See? That's why you check, because my brain only works at 30-second intervals. I'm like a goldfish. And where's my magnetic resonator? Is it in the other one? Oh, dang it. It's in the other one. And while we're on the space station, you're going to see I'm looking for either cubes or little things on a desk because we need navigational data. So we need these round things right here. It says encrypted navigational data right there. You want to pick those up. We need to get 5 of these for later on in the playthrough. You don't need it right now. I mean, you can use it right now, but we just plan on looking for these cubes. Yep, see no cubes around here. Dang it. All right, that's fine. Usually there's like a few. Every once in a while you'll run into a space station that has like none, and you're like, oh, come on. like this one. I had 1. I don't even see any cubes anywhere. Look at this. Nothing. Oh, you're killing me. Magnetic resonator. I'm pretty sure I saw one in here, right? There we go. We need 2 of these. And I think we're set on everything else, right? We need antimatter. We can make antimatter. That's not a problem. I don't think they let you buy it here, do they? Yeah, I don't think so. Yep, nothing. And we can buy some more uranium. So do that. All right. We can make our own antimatter. I'm not too worried about that. You just need condensed carbon and chromatic metal. So again, another reason to get it. Let's go. I mean, and technically, I have a repair. Yeah, I have a repair kit, so I can use that for my antimatter. That's fine. I know this is a little bit longer of an episode. There's way more explanation, but I feel like the last couple of guides have kind of been just overlooking a lot of basic stuff, especially when people have gotten the game for like Christmas and they're brand new players, and so they're like, I don't even know what this does. I'm just following your guide, but I don't know why you do it or, you know, what reason or whatever. I want to kind of try to break it down a little bit. That way you can use it later on and you know why you're using it. So now that we have all this stuff, we need to build our interstellar scanner. We got that. So we're not going to use our chromatic. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we're going to use a chromatic metal on this. We're going to use the interstellar scanner part and wiring loom. There we go. Interstellar scanner done. Now I needed to buy one more wiring loom. Son of a, that's all right. We don't need that right now. I wanted to make that, but we don't need it. All right. We can get it. We can get it next time. All right. So collect the reward for this. So we got 2,048 nanites, powerful movement upgrade, and a powerful pulse engine upgrade. That's for your ship. So look at this, and it'll be on our freighter because we're standing on our freighter. So movement upgrade. That's your jetpack. Yes, please. Thank you. We also got a pulse engine. That's going to be for your starship. So basically, so you can boost through the space at really high speeds without worried about it. Like, oh, it's going to take up a lot of fuel or whatever. Go to my freighter. Go to my freighter. We're going to keep all this stuff. All right. I think that's all set. So we got 2,000 nanites. The other thing we need to do is we need to start building up our squad. So you need to go to the manage fleet area, and you can manage your squadron as well. We need to unlock these. So we don't have enough to... Oh, wait a minute. We might be able to buy 2, maybe? We bought 1 for sure. 800. Oh, then it jumps up to 3,000. I think they increased the price on that. And you'll see, you can unlock whichever one you want, but it will increase. As you unlock more and more, the price will increase. And we need more than 1, I believe. I believe we need 3. Recruit 3 pilots. We need to unlock 3 of them. You're going to need a lot of nanites for that, so keep that in mind. Whenever you get nanites, come on over here and do that. All right, we also need to see if we can... We need to make a fleet command room. Can I even make one of those? I think I can. So fleet command room, I can. And, yep, silver, gold, and tritium. We need to do this for later on. We need to prepare this. So we're going to put it right here. That's fine. So now that we have a fleet command room, let's go over here and talk to the computer. Leave. Now it should give you blueprints and stuff. Maybe you have to talk to the navigator, this guy right here. Now that we have our fleet command room. Traveler entity. Corvax is pleased to report exciting navigational research. Let's view. And so these are your missions. Now I believe you have one of your frigates. Yeah, you have 1. You start out with 1. And so technically all of these missions are cool missions that take, you see the timer, it says like 1 hour, 29 minutes. You can send them on missions, all your frigates on missions, and it's going to take an hour and a half of real time, that's real lifetime, in order to do that mission. But after an hour and a half, it'll come back with goodies. Or if it's a difficult, like this one's a 1-star, so it's pretty easy. But if you get up to like a 5-star, it'll be very, very difficult, and your frigate might, get destroyed. You might lose your frigate if it's too hard. So keep that in mind. But there is a trick to this. We have to send them out on missions, right? So we need to assign the... There we go. And do we not have any fuel? They should have given me... Did they not give me the... They did not give me the recipe either. Oh my... Yeah, see, it didn't activate. I don't know why it didn't activate. It should give you some fuel for doing that and the recipe. Not working. That is a bug. That's fine. we can work around that for now. So let's warp with our capital ship. So let's go over here to our freighter warp map. And it'll show us, you know, the area we need to go to. Now, you see that green line? That's my expedition route. You can see from the top of the screen, it says expedition route. If you use your D-pad to change, it'll change your different, you know, to different things. Like if you have a mission, it'll mark the mission for you. What have you. We're going to follow the expedition route. We're going to go to this one right here. This system right here is our next one on our way. And as you upgrade your warp drive on your frigate or your freighter, it will go farther and farther and be more fuel efficient. So we're going to warp right here real fast. And that should give us our milestone. There we go. We need to warp with our freighter just once and we get the milestone done. So let's grab that. That'll give you warp hypercore plans, salvage hyperdrive upgrade, and amplified warp shielding plans. So we got our warp hyperdrive upgrade. So, or a hypercore. That way we can actually make one. There is our warp hyperdrive upgrade. We need a quantum computer and 250 cadmium. So there we go. We have this upgrade. We can pop this in. And now we can go farther with this thing, right? So what you want to do, what's the smarter thing to do is use your frigate to go to different systems. The problem is you're going to have to build upgrades on this frigate in order for it to go to red stars, blue stars, yellow or green stars. So you can do that, or you can just put it in your regular ship and do it that way as well. So we are rocking and rolling. Did I get enough to fix this thing? It's still not enough. Okay, that's fine. That is totally fine. So let's warp again. Let's see if I can do it. I only have 5% fuel. Let's see if it even allows me. Nope, does not have any fuel. All right, so we need to use our warp hypercore. So we have that already in here. We're gonna do that. It'll give me 100%. That way we're good, and we'll see. And we have an upgrade, so technically we're gonna be more fuel efficient. Again, you don't have to use your frigate or your freighter. I'm going to, just because it feels like that's what they want you to do. But you don't have to. You're never forced to do anything like that. At least in No Man's Sky, for the most part. Every once in a while, yes, you're going to have to hit certain ones or whatever. Let's go here. And now we need to go down and need to go to our rendezvous. So let's make sure to highlight our rendezvous. There it is, rendezvous number 1. That is this system right here. Wait a minute. I forgot, whenever you get to a rendezvous, I think the captain has a log, like a different journal entry for you. So let's talk to the captain, or not the captain, the commander, because I'm the captain. Freighter's master stands at ease. Let's access the ship's logs. No new records. Okay, no new records on this one. So this one's a gimme, but on the on rendezvous number 2, you're gonna want to come over and talk to the commander because he will tell you more. He'll have different logs. Let's go and get to that rendezvous. Where is it at? Rendezvous is going to be behind the ship. Oh yeah, it's over here. Look at that purple. Look at this purple freaking thing. Oh, I love purple planets. I love them. All right, this is an overgrown planet. All right, I think we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Now this is when I would try to make sure all my stuff is refueled, so we can do this. I'm using oxygen. You should use a life support jelly. We can make some batteries. There we go. We have batteries. We need cobalt 10 and ferrite dust. We got a lot of ferrite dust. We didn't get any cobalt, really. Not really. So we can make 4. The other thing is you can make life support gels, but you're going to need dihydrogen jelly and a lot of carbon. We have a lot of dihydrogen jelly, so let's make 5. And then let's go down here. Life support. We need 20 carbon each. So you need a lot of carbon in order to get that done too. So we can make a little bit more of that. There we go. So we got 9. We got more life support shells than batteries. That never happens. Usually it's the other way around. Because it seems like, at least to me, it's easier to make the batteries versus the life support shells. Well, let's go down here. Oh, also, if you want to fly in third person, go to the gear icon, just like when we changed the camera on our character, and switch your camera view. And there you go. If you want to have a third person view, like if you want to see, like, you know, traditional Grand Theft Auto, whatever. Now, this is the one feature I hate on No Man's Sky, the target sweeper. So they'll mark the location, well, they'll mark nearby the location of where you need to go. So I should land there, and then it'll tell me to come over here. I'm just going to instantly come over here because I hate the target sweeper in this game. It's the most ridiculous addition. It is the most blatant addition of, hey, we want to make sure this takes you a little bit longer. So we're not going to tell you exactly where it is. We're going to just, we're going to tell you nearby where it is. Oh, yeah, and you'll see all the communication stations. That's when everyone landed here. They want to make sure, because everybody, all of us have to come to this one thing. And so everyone wants to, you know, say hi or whatever. Log extraction complete. Date stamp 2668.5. Life goes on day after day. Delivering after delivering. I hope to go home soon. The life of a something is not for one like me. Date stamp 2730. Multiple Sentinel energy signatures detected, requiring immediate something dropping out of warp. They're Sentinels. What are they doing? Date stamp 2722. Fighting each other. The Sentinel ships are engaging each other. They're ignoring us for now. Date stamp 2747. The Sentinels appear to have departed. There's something. A distress signal nearby. Broadcasting 16 on repeat. I'm going to take a look. So there you go. We got that one done. We also got our rendezvous. So let's check out our rendezvous. That's phase 1 completely done. We know how to make a magnetic resonator now. That's good, right? We also got upgrades for our exosuit. So of course I'm going to use those. And again, guys, remember, scan your animals, scan your plants, scan everything, because we had to land here anyway, right? So let's do this. Are there any animals around here? Are you kidding me? There's no plants? There's no animals? What am I supposed to scan here? There's a rock. There we go. We might need to go into the water because I don't think there's any animals out here. And we need to make a submarine later on anyway, so this is actually advantageous because we need to get our crystal sulfide and our silver. Or it's not silver, salt anyway. Let's scan all these. And we should have gotten all of our... Yep, we scanned. Let's see what we got. New reward, phase 1. We completed all of phase 1, so we get our special phase 1 reward, which are posters. I like that. But also, we have our... Oh, we got all our minerals done. So because we do this one, we got our salvage frigate module, supreme scanning upgrade, and salvage data times 25. That's a lot of cash. But what we're really after is these green crystals. We're going to need this for our submarine later on. So you might as well get it now. It makes it a little easier because you're going to need a lot of them. Also, we can scan all these. I mean, we don't need to... Oh, wait a minute. Before we start scanning more things, I need to upgrade my scanner. That way I make more money every time I scan something. Look at that. My fauna and flora. So animals and plants will now give me way more money when I scan them. Yeah, look at that. Making 23,000 now. Beautiful. And I am underwater, which means I'm going to use oxygen. Now, if your oxygen meter gets really low like mine is right now, go after these white glowing plants, these kelps. If you pick them up, it'll give you your oxygen back. There you go. Boom. So you don't have to worry about it. So you're good to go on that. Make sure I'm scanning some animals. No animals? No more animals, I guess. All right. We have all the rocks already done. So now we're looking for plants. There we go. That's a plant. Another 23,000. I'll take that. Beautiful. And we have another crystal sulfide outcropping right here. There we go. There we go. And now we have enough of these green crystal sulfides in order to make our... What's it called? Our submarine, but we're also going to need some salt, and we're also going to need metal plating. I'm not too worried about getting that all done right now. You don't need to. I mean, you can if you want to. You could totally do that. I don't even think we have the recipe. We don't have the blueprints to make our submarine yet. so I wouldn't worry about it too much. I'm more worried about scanning all the animals and plants and stuff just to get that knocked out. There we go. I was waiting. I know there's animals. There has to be animals out here. 35,000. Liking it. No, nothing. All right. Well, guys, hopefully you guys like this first episode. We got a lot of stuff done. We got a lot of, we prepared a lot of stuff as well. So hopefully you guys did. If you did, hit that like button, and I will see you in the next episode.